What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our live stream of Down the Rabbit Hole. We are back today with a Monday edition. We've cut all the streams down. Sorry, guys, I'm actually 10 minutes late, but that's just kind of life. I tried to get Twitch to run today, and it just was fighting me to no end. So I apologize, we're a little late, but better late than never. Anyways, currently we are working on a few projects, so let's go into the studio. Currently we are working on the Hummingbird project, which is over on my shelf right now, which I'm going to get shortly here. Here we go. Hi, Kylie. So here's like the sketch paper that I've been working on. Just random stuff. This is kind of like just a nice piece of paper to have on my desk. A couple things to note. I really do like this bunny right here with the flower around him, and I need to put the alien with the flower around him inside of the bird feeder because I think it's a cool look. I don't think it's honestly like regular bird feeders don't have flowers on the inside of the glass piece, but I don't think it. I think it'll add to the piece rather than to distract, even though it's not quite. It's not quite feasible. I mean, your aliens wouldn't be in there looking like that. Anyways, let's get back to it. Here we have our painting. There's our nice little branch. Ultra zoomed in today. My back is out. There we go. It'd be nice to have like a little underneath tray so that my keyboard always sits in the same spot, which is not on my desk. I wonder if I built this, like moved my desk up like this high, because this is on a separate piece of wood, then I could put a whole nother layer of things underneath and work a bit higher. Interesting. Not a thought to be thought about right now, though. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at right now. Have the bird feeder, hummingbird. Well, we can see the mic. Hey, mic guy. Hey, Mike. Move the mic out of the frame. Thanks. I don't like being able to see mics in podcasts. Just looks like you're talking to a giant ice cream cone all the time. Although I probably don't have the best sound quality either, that being said. Okay, let's continue on our project today. And the main goal today is to draw the alien. I think that's my plan, which shouldn't be too hard. Should be pretty solid. I don't really like this alien as much, so let me go over and find my alien. I don't think this alien was that good either, but I do like this one. Gotta keep those petals inside. That one opposed to this one where it's like more of a collar. See, like that one's more of a collar, which is okay. I like that two-headed hummingbird. Be a cool sticker. Look at that little UFO. Little Honda front end. All sorts of stuff. Just doodles though. Lots of doodles. Alright, let's back out. Okay, so plan is to draw our UFO guy. Shouldn't be too hard. I'm just gonna go standard and then work my way out from there. That's my plan. So in order to draw our standard alien, we're gonna just grab our green paint pen. We're just gonna go for it. I want my super thin one. Make sure the pen's working. Give it a little shake. Whoops. Stabbed myself in the finger, but obviously you can see it's working. Or I'm bleeding green, which would also be really odd. So let's really hope that's not happening. Alright, well, let's just give it a shot. Okay, so we're going to want him. He's going to go. Don't think about it too much. Oh, man, he's tall and skinny. Jeez, okay, that's fine. It gives me a long stem to work with. He's trying to look like a flower, right? And this green does not show up on this blue. It's not very vibrant. The blue and the green are pretty close together, which is quite odd. Yeah, I guess I gotta get a darker green in there. It's okay, we can do that. Let's just work on what we're working on first. Now, heart shape for the eyes, like always. I would say aliens would come in peace if they, you know, but I just don't think they would. Maybe they would. I don't know, mankind's pretty messed up to each other. Like, we do some messed up things to each other. Okay. And then my bunny, he's changed colors a few times in this this whole, should he be gray? What color is he? Dark blue? Blue? No. Purple? Pink? No, he can't be pink. He could also be green. He's white in the picture. I could just make him white and then change his color later. I think that's the plan. So Bunny's a couple easy lines too. He goes straight up, out for the square of his face, back up, one ear, 2 ears, back down. But I didn't do them correctly because I said I was going to do them in that real square format. Too bad, too sad. That's not what we got. Okay. It's okay if he's a white bunny though. I'll take it. Because the one that I drew on the paper looks different. It's from the front. I do like that style. I think that bunny's been drawn before though, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like everything's been drawn before. But like, if you're going to be building a character to put in all your drawings and to put on your paintings or to do animation of any sort, the easier the character is, the better. You really want to try to stay as simple as possible with your character design. Again, I'm resorting back to using Pashkas, so I'm just more comfortable with markers than I am with paintbrushes. Okay, oh man, now his flower is gonna clash a little bit. Is he too big? I didn't think I made him too big. I guess I made his head pretty big. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. It's alright, we can paint over all of this. I'm not gonna color it in just yet. Because flowers go like petal to petal, really. And then there's like a petal behind that petal. So let's try to draw this in a little bit. Nope, now it looks like it's got some funky hair. Alright, well, whatever. We're still learning. Okay. Is that too many? Why did that one work? Why did this one work so much better? I think we just need to give it some legs to walk on. We can't stop there. You know? Like I said, the problem with painting things is that it looks terrible until you get it done. So it takes a lot of persistence to keep going and follow through with the project. But I think like anything, you just gotta shape it. You just gotta mold it and shape it. I should have just drawn the flower like straight up underneath this. I don't know why I tried to like do it the hard way. It's like maybe he just needs a little bit more. Or maybe that's not it. Well, what do we think? It's pretty ugly. Yeah. Alright, alright. The yellow in for the eyes. Give them some definition, just adding. Oh, I don't love it. I don't love it, but maybe I can fix it. See, I tried to make up, and well, it's like on the in-between. This one doesn't have a bottom petal, which I don't know if it helps it or if it hurts it. At this point, I don't know if I can do much about it. He should have a yellow flower around him. Maybe? Or will that take away for too much from what we want really happening? Because we also need to draw our hummingbird, which he needs to go here somewhere. he's gonna have landed right here. He's small though, right? He's not very big. Compared to the bird feeder, hummingbirds are quite small still. So I don't really need to draw him huge. So we're gonna draw him, but I don't want to draw him too small, just like make it obsolete. Hold on, let's get back to that in a second. Let's see if I, no, because the stem would fall back behind the body. If like we were treating his body like a stem, and this alien was smart and he really wanted to blend in, this is what his costume would look like. And it's solid. I'm going to come in and repaint this line, straighten it up a little bit, give it more of the head feel. And I'll work on the flower a little bit, but I think that doesn't look too bad. I like it. Was it exactly what I wanted? No, not really, but yeah. Okay. But we need to get our bunny in. I really want to make his flower pink, but I just think that's just going to be too much. What size bird do we want? That's another question. And for sizing, sometimes I like to just take some scrap paper and make a couple just small templates. This will work. This is good. It's good bird size paper. So I feel like I could make him like this size. Right? Just hang him off the edge. I also feel like I want to put one flying right here. Then maybe make this one, if I make that one flying. Alright, sometimes the design process takes a weird turn, and I like to do this. All my permanent markers are currently assisting other projects. Oh yeah, it should be smaller than the rabbit. So I guess he should be this size then. Like even if I was thinking like drawing the back of him like more. His head facing towards our bunny. And calf wing and tail. That size. I think about that size looks about right. A little bit smaller than our rabbit. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's all make-believe anyways. I really want this flower to be yellow behind him. It doesn't have to be big, it just needs to be small. Just gonna put it in the color. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. I like it. Here we go. Now I feel like I want to put in the color for a little bird here. There, now he's got a little ring of flowers around his neck, which makes him more desirable. Whew. It's been a long day already today. I feel like I want to go in and brighten all these colors up a little bit. A little bit more here. Alright, now that we're done with that, give it a little bit more white, just add another layer. Pashkas be expected to do a few layers. Your first layer is probably not going to be solid enough. So just be prepared to do a few layers. Sometimes it's helpful just to like line it up in with the markers and then go in with real paint and kind of, I mean this is real paint too. Paint pens are real paint too, but I mean there's entire artists, this is all they use. When I used to do signs for the grocery store, this is all I used. I did all the signs for like San Diego County. I did so many signs. No one will ever know. No one will ever know. Because Albertsons during the time wanted to copy Trader Joe's. So they paid me to do a bunch of signs. Like all the produce signs. They took me off the schedule for like a week. You got paid to write signs. Was that better than working? I don't know. Writing blueberry on a 6-inch sign was pretty tough. You get pretty creative with your lettering and stuff. All the random things I've done. This also needs a white line in it somehow. This is not finished. I just don't know. Does it go on the very outside to make the glass look? Probably. I should do it with the light pen just to give it a look. But I also need to put in my hummingbird. Did we decide what color hummingbird we were going to do? Let's take a quick look into the split screen. And let's decide what kind of hummingbird I'm going to do. I've been working on all my other channels, which is great. Whoops, sorry guys. Everything's making progress. The eBay store's somewhat up. The Etsy store is somewhat up for UFO. This channel would be pretty much just me talking about art supplies from now on. This channel should be just merchandised and so that you can buy all the supplies that I use on stream. I do need to plan my projects a little bit better and get out ahead of things. That's not another reason why we've quit doing the weekly challenges at this point and just kind of slowed down to catch up on things. I'm having a lot more fun working on projects slowly, as well as getting other things done which need to happen, like all the art needs to get put on one space. UFO needs to go where UFO stuff needs to go. Money Makes Monsters needs to be dissolved, I think. and we're just going to continue on in that pattern. The Hot Wheels channel's moving over, but that means all those have to be re-edited because the sound is licensed. So now I have to go back and do a bunch of extra work. And since it's just me here working on all these projects, I really I lack time. I lack sleep. I lack time. But trying to bring better streams to each platform. So hopefully that will work. What were we trying to do? Oh, we were looking up hummingbirds. And see, that's why this is down the rabbit hole, because this is where all the projects should be happening. Once UFOs Twitch opens up, and there'll be lots of talk about how that's going to all work out. But once the UFO opens up, that channel will be streaming. It's not going to be streaming. Well, I still haven't figured that out. I do know that the UFO is going to be more of the podcast section of this whole adventure, as Money Makes Monsters kind of splits off from that. So working on a lot of different projects. Still need to figure out what type of hummingbird we're going to draw. These blue iridescent ones. Hold on, let's just go to our desktop so you guys can see. This is the classic red, white, and green. I don't even think that's a real picture. It doesn't look like one. This one is just brown. This one's iridescent. Looks like a dragon almost. This one's like multicolored. I'm just drawing one sitting. Like this guy. That's who I need. Can I just paint that one? It's pretty much in the position I need him to. Is that cool? Can we do that? I don't need to get super fancy with him. Look at that. That's not right. How hummingbirds switch mental gears in flight. See, these guys are all making money off Shutterstock. I really need to get that up and running too. I need to upload all the AI images, or not all of them, but the best of the best AI images to Shutterstock to make money that way. I've started so many projects. I just never can get to here, I'm going to make all this stuff. And then I'm just like, well, I'm bored, and I just throw that project into a box. That's pretty much how it works. Cute. These guys are all sitting. He's on a green screen already. Oh, tiny. I hate that the visual image is on this side, and there's no way I can't get it to change over to the other side. So guess what? Why is Bing bringing me travel? No thank you, Bing. Now I can't use Bing. Try and buy me plane tickets. Images. There's hummingbird feeders. Yeah, I came pretty close to what I wanted to get to there. There's a double helix DNA feeder. That thing looks crazy. Why? Well, look at this. Look at this beast. How many hummingbirds do you need to feed with this thing? Single helix? Wow. Double helix. Single helix? Double helix. I feel like you buy something like this with such high hopes to attract lots and lots of hummingbirds, but then you're like, you never see one. You're just sad. Just sit in your front living room waiting for a hummingbird because you built this hummingbird hotel. Sad life. See, this is a little bit better for like visual image for the stream, even though they're not my favorite to use. See, that's a nice one too. Could paint that from the other side. A lot of grays and browns and greens. I think I'm gonna want to make his chest white, but it's really because he's not flying. Oh, that guy's technicolored. His eye lines up with his beak. Remember that. So I can put his eye in the right place. Could make him flying just off to that side. I'm just worried about the balance of the picture. I'm just worried about the balance. Let's do split screen. Like I can put him right there, flying. Which might look good. I gotta make him sitting. I feel like sitting's the way to go. Once I commit, I gotta commit. I want his little tail hanging off a little bit though. I think this piece of paper is too small. Maybe something just a little bit bigger. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the green and red throat. It's very classic hummingbird. So what if I like... Yeah? Is that where we should go? I feel like that's a good size. Does it balance? I had this screenshot isn't even big enough for you to see the whole canvas. I think his head's a little bit too big. go for it. We could sit here and build all sorts of things, but that doesn't get it painted, does it? Okay, let's just draw it in green. Draw it in gray. We're going to draw it smaller than we want it. No, we're going to draw it the size we want it. And the body, a little bit of throat, and then a chest, but not much. Really not that much. And we get like a back bump, and then a little tail that kind of crosses itself over. So that's really all we have. Like this wing here. That's it for our hummingbird. He needs like a little red throat in there, but he's pretty small. It's okay. Alright, let's look at the red throat green hummingbird sitting down. Which brings us back to I need my original picture. The one that's on. Nope. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to go back to the original picture I had, which is this one. There we go. So there's a little bit of a green, so he's green pretty much. His whole back is green. The back of his head here. Let's see, this is more of a like a bump, so we might have to like extend his back a little bit, and might need to make him a little bit bigger in general, and give him those black tail ends there. His wing needs to be much bigger now that I see what's coming in from here. Okay, bring in some color. Gonna give him green to about top of his what looks to be his wing, but not really. It goes out to about here. The rest of him is white primarily, and these feathers go down this way, so. And then you have from his back to straight across his head over the eye and to the front of the head. So this is all green. And like I said, this is more of a bump because he's got feathers there. He's gonna come out to be maybe a little bit bigger than I originally wanted him, but that's okay. We're gonna get a better shape for him, really, is what we're looking for. It's our aim, our goal, to get him some good shape. I'm going to put his eye in. Kind of have a good idea of where that needs to be. I gotta get better at making lots of quick decisions instead of taking forever to make decisions. I feel like that's my weakness, is making decisions. Red throat, and this like really just blends in too. So this all goes up to a black bill. And that red throat comes right down to here basically. And the rest of this little guy is white. There's some brown feathers that I need to put in as well. I'm just going to add a little bit of color. We're going to go in later and do all our finishing touches really. This eye patch has like, he has an eye, right? Then he's got like, just make that little lens flare for his eye, but his eye has like a little bit of a, it's pretty hard. This pen isn't really made doing the level of detail I'm trying to pull off here. It's okay. And then this goes straight out to the beak. The beak of the hummingbird is black. Now we're gonna have to do some touch up and to do some tracing. We have to give some definition into these wings right here, because we're gonna have like another gray. There's like an extra wing part here. It comes from the green. I'm gonna just mark this in, color this in, because we know that this is part of the wing. And then we're just going to kind of block in our two colors here. Now these are not exactly the same, but we can get away with kind of, I mean, who's gonna know really, right? Once we get this all painted in, no one's gonna know. There's that. Right? So kind of a casual first run at our hummingbird. There he is. Needs a little bit more color to him. Like that. It's kind of a brownish color. Maybe we'll hit him with a little bit of gold, make him pop. That might be a good idea. I don't want to get too creative with it just yet though. So gold's an option. Looks pretty cool. Maybe make all those white parts gold, or I could chrome him out. Some things I want to do. Also, I kind of want to draw a laser up here. I've been trying to figure out how to do that. I know there's neon tutorials. Let me try something real quick. I wish I had some like blue, test blue to draw it on, but I don't. have to deal with the next best thing. So my idea is, instead of putting like a bird hanger, I just want to put like the idea of like a laser being shot between here and the branch, or like a rope that looks like a laser. Could be kind of cool. Oh, man, it's gonna make me have to do shading around that branch though. But my idea still is to create a laser. Now, can I do this with the neon look? And just to be more familiar with that and what I'm talking about, let's go to split screen. And let's look up Glow Pashka videos, and then there's probably a million videos about doing the glow effect. People are still getting hits on it. It's like this guy just did glow in the effect, Bart Simpson. Okay, I kind of just want to, I don't want to continue with TikTok. I wanted to see a short though.
Don't make this mistake when drawing.
Give me something that's not TikTok. Here's something. So white outline first on black, then hits it with bright pink, double lines it. Okay, so white stays on the inside. Lots of white. And shades with pencil to give it the glow. So this is with 2. Okay, well, that's nice that it did that. But I know there's just a way to do it 2. So white. Blue. And dark blue. How's this look when it's finished? It's not bad. So in theory, what I would need is white, light green, and green, which I have. Light green, green, and white. In theory, that's what I need, and that's what should work, right? If we're doing everything correctly. But I'm real nervous to put it on this blue because I cannot get this blue back. So let's test it on the test piece. And then we are going to call it for the night. We're just actually here doing little streams just to kind of keep everyone informed and keep me honest and keep me painting. So basically, and I guess I won't know until I do. What I want to do is do that, like a dash. Cool. And then like outline in light green. I think this would work just fine. And then outline in dark green. Whoa, but I don't want it to look like a booger, so I gotta really pretty like tread lightly with my green when I come down to do it. Just from the tip, don't go wide. Wide's too long, so I just need to. Because this laser's got to be pretty thin. I wonder if I could just do it with the two colors. Does that look good enough? No. What if I did it backwards? This would probably be a way to get it thinner. If I want it really thin, if I did it backwards. Of course the white is being the most stubborn. But the white gets used the most, so to be fair, I just need to buy tons of white markers. I keep erasing the green. It's just taking the green out, so I can't test it. It's too wet. So that's good, right? We got some new pieces in. Still having a problem with defining the back of our it's just so hard to see him. What can we do? What can we do? Let's see. See how dark this green is. That green is pretty dark. I'm just going to do a quick little outline. If I hate it, we'll erase it. But I think it's going to help give my character a little bit more definition here. Like I said, if I hate it, I can just cut it later. But I think it's going to give me what I need to push forward. It's light. I don't know. The greens are pretty far off, which is the hard part. I was hoping it would blend, but it just covered over it. Just gonna give it a light. I think we're gonna have to put some definition in here. You know, where his head would be casting a little bit of shadow on the thing. But like I said, my paint isn't drying, so I'm just pulling paint off right now. And I can't really be doing that. And there should be shadow all the way around. Let's be real. There's gonna be shadow like here, right? Because his head's sticking through that. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Still think it's too. I mean, you can't. I don't know. It's a little blah. We'll have to see. I have a lot of negative space down there, I feel, at the bottom. But it's whatever. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one tonight. We were just stopping in to kind of take a look at things and just do a quick check-in, really. Yeah, just doing a quick check-in, kind of updating on projects, working on new stuff. So that's kind of what it turned into. Oops. I just put white green into my... Do I need any light green? I think this white is... I could have sworn I just bought a white to do touch-ups. Is there another white? I don't see another white. What is this the white that I bought? This one seems pretty full. Has it been tricking me? Did I buy a 8 mil? I might have bought an 8 mil, or this is not 8 mil, this is the 2.5 mil. I might have bought a coloring one, but I didn't think I did that. But this one seems awfully full. I really need to buy another set. Need to put a little dashboard here still. Like I said, I want to do the laser on the top. I'm still trying to figure out if it's better to, how that's going to be better. I think I'm going to need to outline, or let's just do that right now. I'm going to risk it, but that's okay because we can come back and fix it. I don't know. I never know with these types of things. I guess I should probably check, do more research. Whoops. Not put my hand in the paint. Let things dry. Be patient. There's all sorts of things I could probably work on with my painting skills. I don't know yet. We're still working on the whole piece, so we're just gonna keep on going. Every day work on a little bit more. I don't know, this doesn't look that straight, but I'm feeling like I need to stop. Otherwise we're gonna have some issues on our hands. Do a little bit of blurring. Now I'm going to cheat real quick. I saw somebody do this online where they used their Posca and then they just cheated and they used it like paint. And they came in and did some blending. So that's what we're going to do. Just a little bit of blending. I'm going to turn it to do this. So it's a little bit easier for me because I don't turn paintings very often. But boy, is it helpful. I really should. I should really just force you guys to watch me spin paintings around. What I really should do is get a Lazy Susan. I need the channel to invest in a Lazy Susan. Okay, now I'm pulling color again. Now I'm pulling color again, but this might be good because I'm still trying to figure out how to paint glass, and there might be like a thin line. I'm kind of trying to make a few mistakes and see if it will correct itself. Anyways, that's the end of experimenting for tonight, and that's going to be the end of this stream. When looking at pictures of hummingbirds, how they stand out from the background? I don't know. That's a good question. but they don't really stand out from the background. The background is hyper blurred in most of the pictures. So otherwise they wouldn't stand out. They would just disappear. Like, look, I'll show you. That's a good question, though. It's kind of a good observation to think about, but I feel like every one of these hummingbirds, like, super blurred out background. Blur. Blur. So there's just no definition behind them. There is a little edge of white, though. So I guess I'm going to need to edge them in white a little bit. Lighten them up. Figure that out. I have masking fluid on this paintbrush. Alright, anyways. I hope everyone's having a good Monday out there. I'll continue working on this throughout the week, as well as continue on behind the scenes working on fixing up all the channels and making sure everything looks good. Like I said, Money Makes Monsters is slowly being dissolved, but will probably just be an art channel for me to paint and kind of hang out, do some talking, and yeah, we'll kind of see how things shape out in the future and see where things take us, because looks like everything's getting more organized and put together. We should have an Etsy store coming up here for I'm making new types of stickers, doing collaborative stickers with other artists, hopefully coming up soon, and yeah, some other exciting things. Well, that's gonna be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Have a good night. Peace.